What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rexon Max and Street Fighter X Tekken. We might owe that game an apology. Now, Twitter was talking about this lately, and it all started by Ryan Hart himself tweeting out, "Were we unfair to Street Fighter X Tekken?" Now, a lot of people over time has really been coming out and saying how Street Fighter X Tekken is actually a really fun game, but as you know, back in the day, it wasn't really treated that way. Now you see right here that 57.3% of people are saying actually this game was definitely treated unfair, and then you got 42.7% of people saying that the game wasn't treated unfair. Now you have some people commenting stuff like, "It's funny because many of the things that Street Fighter X Tekken was crucified for were done by other companies with zero blowback. Street Fighter X Tekken wasn't the only game with on-disc DLC at the time. The Season 1 balance issues, pretty much every fighting game on Earth had those. And DLC content being too strong. Remember Tekken 7 Leroy?" Now, see, once again, I think the issue with all that, what people don't like, is just it was all that at one time for a game that people really wanted to be spectacular. But he's definitely telling the truth with the Season 1 patch issues. That seems like it's a issue many fighting games that they had the blues trying to deal with that Season 1 patch. Somebody else goes on to say, "Being unfair to an unfinished, unbalanced game that was pushed out way too quick, even though they had time to pre-install DLC that resulted in tons of matches ending in overtime, is hard to be unfair towards, in my opinion." Now, when you put all of it like that together, that kind of like, you know, goes with the case that I was saying, that it was so much at one time. But when you got past all that, you will see like a lot of people here are saying that the game is actually really fun. Like people here saying the game is amazing. It's a perfect example of a game that was more fun than competitive. Someone right here says it had its flaws, significant ones at launch, but Capcom did manage to fix a bunch of them with later patches. I'm only guessing on this, but I'd say a lot of people never went back to explore the game after that, though the levels were too big for a tag team game with region, right? Now, you know, that's something that possibly could happen that a lot of people do in game, and if you start the game off and you play it and it's trash, a lot of people aren't coming back to play it once people get all those issues fixed. Now, a lot of people started bringing up that y'all aren't talking about the gym system. You forgot about the gym system. Did an excellent video on this. Go check it out if you guys can. But he was basically breaking down how the gym system was basically useless. All the things that it claimed was perks, it really didn't help really at the end of the day. But as you see, so many people are actually saying that it seems like we was unfair with it. Now, a lot of people still do believe that it's a bad game. People just believe that Capcom really messed up, you know, and yeah, you know, with everything that it first started off with, it did kind of mess up. But, you know, after a while, they got the game going and stuff like that, and people actually really enjoy the game. I mean, people are still playing it to this day. This is why this conversation came up. It's a game that low-key people are still with. So how do you guys feel? Is it treated unfair or not? Y'all talk about it in the comment section down below.